Walking is one of the easiest ways to get outside and get moving. In Worcester County, we're lucky to have a variety of scenic, free, and accessible places to walk, jog, or explore in your own way. Wondering where to walk? Join us for a virtual tour of parks in our community. So let's get moving and check out today's park.
Hi, I'm Kathy Woe with the Worcester County Health Department, and today we're in the town of Berlin at the Stephen Decatur Park as part of our virtual tour series. My special guest today is Mayor G. Williams.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, nice to have you here and help us explore the park.
Well, you're most welcome.
Great.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
And I think you're going to find it a beautiful park.
Great. Well, why don't we start with a little bit of the history of this park, because I see you've got some plaques and some interesting things, and I'm sure you know a lot about it.
Well, I have to say that we're very pleased that this park is named Stephen Decatur Park. Stephen Decatur was a naval war hero in the War of 1812. He was the captain and commander who led the fight against the Barbary pirates that off the shores of Tripoli and northern Africa, which is today Libya, and that is now soon adapted to the shores of Tripoli, which is the famous song honoring the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And so he was born Stephen Decatur here in Berlin.
Right, boy, what an honor to have a park named after someone so colorful.
And our anchor over here is from the USS Stephen Decatur.
Wow.
So, you know, they occasionally retire an anchor.
Yeah, and you got to be the lucky one to receive it.
But this is from the 20th century, not the 17th.
That was probably at the bottom of the ocean.
19th, yes. But this one, it was, again, a wonderful experience because we are trying to in Berlin, to honor our past, but not live in it. And this park is a perfect example.
Great, great. Well, why don't we head on over to the path and actually see what else is here for people to be physically active.
Let's go.
The lovely walking surface people can use, and it feels a little different than normal.
It is a little different because the material is recycled tires.
Oh, wow.
And we were very much into environmental stewardship here, so when the Parks Commission recommended that we have a walking path, they decided let's do something unique. You took something that is normally just thrown away and turned it into a community asset by making it a path. It's very durable.
Yeah.
It's been here 8 years.
Wow.
And the interesting thing is it gives just a little bit so that you don't feel tired.
Well, and it's great for people that maybe have some joint problems or discomfort. It's much more encouraging to know there's a place to walk even if you've got, you know, some limitations to it. So why don't we walk a little bit and see where this takes us?
That's great.
Sounds good. Okay. What is this? What a gorgeous sign right here.
Well, thank you. It's one of our many interpretive signs that we have throughout the park. And the idea is that we are an environmentally conscious community. And what we're hoping, and it seems to be working very well, is for people to understand and appreciate what they're experiencing. So while they're taking their walk along the walking trail and improving their health, they're also increasing their understanding of the natural environment that makes all this possible.
And it's just a lovely scenery. Makes the walk much more pleasant when you like what's around you.
Yes, and especially it makes it nice when the kids love this.
Absolutely.
They really eat up all the information. They're like sponges, and they can never know too much. And hopefully this is posing.
That's very novel. So yeah. Well, let's continue on.
Surely.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the goals when you're trying to encourage physical activity is something for everybody. And, you know, there's the walking trail, but what a great playground. So when families come here, the kids can be active, the parents can be active, and it's just very alluring. It's so colorful.
Well, and I think we're very fortunate that we're sort of in our second generation of the equipment that you see out in the park today. Over the years, the town's been fortunate to have very good support from the community, and all the playground equipment that you see here is now second generation because the original equipment it's served its purpose.
Yes.
And it's great because the equipment that we have throughout the park is geared and designed for different age levels.
Age levels, right.
So-
And you have this same nice surface here,
Yes,
so
just-
no one's going to get hurt when they fall.
Well, they're not going to get hurt very much. They might remember the fall, but they're not going to come away
Right,
with any
yeah.
problem.
Well, that's great. That is really great to have. When I think it can bring families together to be active, it really encourages them to maintain that behavior throughout a lifetime. So
We certainly think so, because the park's been here since 1970, and we actually have had the opportunity to see youngsters who use this park at an early age now with their children.
Their children.
And so that proves your point.
Yeah, that's very
and,
good. Yeah.
it's kind of the thing. You practice in your life what you learn when you're young.
Absolutely. Great. So we found our way here to your pavilion, which looks like a great place for families or people to get together.
It gets a lot of use. We have families who use the pavilion for picnics and family gatherings, birthdays, retirements. We also have many nonprofit and civic groups that come in for special occasions, or just sometimes just to have a little bit of fellowship. We also have church groups that come by, and even businesses.
Wow.
And we just have a very nominal deposit, and it's used a lot.
Great. Well, it's a nice asset to the park for sure. Here are your tennis courts, and as a previous tennis player in my life, I'm always looking for places to play tennis, and whatever this is behind me is gorgeous.
Well, thank you. Behind us is a community mural. This is our second reincarnation of the mural. It was repainted a little over a year ago. The Worcester County Arts Council, working with youth in our community.
How nice.
Actually redid the mural, and it's all about the town's history.
The history.
So that serves as one reminder about the passage of time.
And this ties into when you were talking about the historical purpose of the park. And we've got a lot of things here that bring that all together.
We certainly try, and I think that it's succeeding because each generation can take part in the development and preservation of this park.
The park, yes.
And we're really excited to say that we've applied for a grant that within the next year or so will allow us to do a major revitalization and upgrade of these courts.
Great.
They're hanging in. They've done well, but it's time for.
Well, if you're a player like me, these would probably do, but some of the other people. But it's great that you're looking forward and trying to make improvements. So once again, the people that would rather do this activity will have that opportunity in your great park.
And that's something else we're very grateful for. Is that there's obviously community pride in our park because the maintenance is minimal. People are taking care of the park when they use it and when they leave it, leaving it in not only good condition but clean. And I'm going to tell you, there is no price you can put on pride.
No, that's true.
It's precious, and we're very thankful to not only the members of our community who use this park, but our many guests.
The many visitors. As we've been walking, that there's several of these fitness stations placed strategically along, and that's kind of a nice thing too.
Yeah, I tell you what, people have no excuse for not being in shape.
They do not.
Because we have several, at least 11, possibly 12, all interspaced along the walking path.
Wow.
And they're the kind of fitness stations that you can use in any kind of weather, except maybe extreme snow.
Yeah,
because
sure.
When it's snowing, it's not time.
It does get difficult. Yes.
But the rest of the time, year round, we have people coming out here, both often in the morning and in the evening, because the weather's just nice.
Yeah. So you can be walking, running, stop, do some upper body, and boy, you're in better health just coming to the park for an hour.
Yeah, well, we certainly think so. Yeah. And one thing too, you're not only in better physical health, you're definitely in better mental health.
Right.
And they're both important.
That's right. Well, let's carry on the trail. See what else you have here. Loop here, I can't help but noticing there's some memorials in here that maybe need some explanation.
Yes, the town wanted to show their respect and their gratefulness to the Phillips family who donated the land where Stephen Decatur Park is now located. The parkland was donated around 1970, right after the passing of J. Richard Phillips Jr. He was born in 1888, died in 1969.
Wow.
The Phillips family were very respected family. They, for generations, owned what was known as the Phillips Canning Factory, and that was a very important part of our economic backbone of this community. So to show their appreciation for the support they've received from the people of this community, from everywhere, they've created this first public park in Berlin.
Well, something that really stands out to me is that this park has the fitness stations, it has the playgrounds, it has the trail itself to walk, it has the signage for educational and the beauty, and then it ties all into the history and preservation of the town, which is just ideal to keep people engaged in taking care of it and wanting to come.
And I hope that what we're doing here as a community, because it's not any one person, it's not any one group, but is to encourage each generation to do its part.
Yes.
And by honoring the folks who left this land to the town of Berlin, and to recognize all the contributions that, to the physical health and well-being of people of all ages.
Sure.
Hopefully each generation will pick up the baton and take it a little further.
It's a community gem, Mayor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're very lucky. We're very lucky and always have been.
Well, thank you for joining us here at the Stephen Decatur Park in Berlin. It was a great day to be out here and explore all the opportunities for people to be active. And I want to thank my special guest, Mayor Williams. You did a great job informing us of the park, the history, the legacy, your plans, and it's just been a delight to be here today.
It was my pleasure to represent the folks in Berlin and the many people who appreciate this park.
Well, this is Kathy Wolf from the Worcester County Health Department, and remember, just walk.
Thanks for viewing, and we hope to see you out on the trails. Comment below on our video for a chance to receive an incentive or to be added to our Just Walk email list. We have exciting things to come.